A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online, and here we are back with our UGC NTA NET Paper 1 preparation for the batch 2022. And today we have today is the lecture third of our session, that is research aptitude, wherein we have started practice MCQs. We have conducted 2 lectures prior to this, that is lecture 1 and lecture 2, wherein we have taken all the MCQs, practice MCQs based on various topics. And today we have a fresh set of MCQs to go ahead with. Every day we are live at 9 p.m. We have already completed one topic, that is teaching aptitude. You can check the link in the description box. You will get all the links related to teaching aptitude of MCQ also, as well as of theory classes also. So you can just go check the description box for all the details. Now, yes, as you are all aware that Global Online will be starting a new batch from 30th of April. What exactly you will be having on 13th of April, very soon we will come with that also details. You will be having daily live lectures as a part of the batch. Notes on all the topics will be given. Last 10-year question papers will be practiced with the help of the answer key. Test series will be taken, which will be consisting of more than 2,500 MCQs, which you can get even on the app which we have, that is we have the Global Online app. You can download with the help of Google Play Store. The icon of the app is given, so you can easily understand the right app, or in case if you want, you can get in touch with the given WhatsApp number in order to sort out your queries or to get more details. Now we will start with I hope everything is normal. Those students who are live can just let me know if things are normal. And yes, let's start the session for the day, wherein we are going to see research aptitude. So you know that this particular unit has 5 questions, and the total number of marks which are allotted is 10. So each question carries 2 marks. Deepa, I'll just go through. I just got your message. Let me check the question first, okay? I'll come to it. Now, when we talk about syllabus, we have, let's quickly have revision of what we have in the research aptitude as a syllabus. So we have research, okay, wherein we have seen meaning, we have seen types, characteristics. We have studied the approach, that is positivism and post-positivist approach. What are the meaning, what are the, what type of approaches they follow, and what type of studies they are involved into. So we have seen this in detail. If anyone doesn't knows about this approach, please refer to my theory class. This is very important. You definitely get a question on this. Then we have seen methods. Today again we have some questions on methods also. I have taken one question of steps of research today. As I said, slowly, gradually I'll keep on adding the things. Thesis and article writing, where you get a question. Application of ICT, they just combine it with various things. So either they can combine it with higher education also, or teaching aptitude also. And research ethics, we are seeing research ethics daily one question. So that also the practice is going on, okay? So yesterday's test was little at a heavy level. So today I have, kept the questions bit normal, so that, you get an idea to answer the questions, and you get an idea how the questions can be. So today I'm expecting the students should perform well. So let's start now for the session. So before we start a session, a small motivational quote for you all. Motivation is what gets you started, okay? Habit is what keeps you going. So you require both of this for your examination. So you have to have a self-motivation in order to start from the scratch, whatever it is. It's not too delayed also, even if you're starting it from today. But that motivation should become your habit, and it should help you to keep going till the time you appear your examination. 1 week you are high with the motivation, the another week you are completely ignoring it. No, it should not. The motivation should lead into habit. That's what I want to tell you, okay? So all the best to everyone. Let's start the session for the day. And Deepa, I know you are doubt, so I'll come to it, because I have to once just refer the questions, okay? I'll come to your doubt before we end the class. So here comes your question number 1. on the screen, that is, which of the following statement is correct. So they have given the statement. The statements are with related to the objectives of research. So among the following statements, which of the statements are correct? So the statements are: objectives are to be pinpointed, objectives can be written in statement or question form, another word for problem is variable, all the above. So read it. Today's, as I said, questions are bit easy. You have to just concentrate on our reading and the options given below. So it will be helpful for you to come up with the right answer. And good evening to everyone, those who have joined. And we will start with our session for the day. Question number 1 is already there on the screen. Just be careful that you are reading the question. Easy question doesn't mean that you are, a little bit overexcited to answer the questions. Read each and every questions properly. I will just wait for everyone to answer so that everyone can get fair chance to reply. Okay, I'm just waiting for everyone to answer so that Okay, hardly 2-3 answers are there. Others? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So yes, now let me come to the right answer and let me come to the explanation also. Drastically the things are wrong. Some students have answered it wrongly. So first let me help you to understand. Okay, now see, objectives are pinpointed. Now let's assume that you are not able to understand what does this statement means. Okay, so let us keep it pending. Now what is the second second option? Objectives can be written in the statement or question form. So please try to update your knowledge here, everyone. Research questions and objectives, there is a difference. Research objectives are always stated in a statement form. Okay, it has to be smart. It means that the objectives of the research should be in the smart form. Then what is the meaning of this smart? Smart, it means it has to be specific, it has to be measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound. So this is the rule which is applicable to research objectives, which states that objective has to be in statement form and not in question form. So this option gets wrong. Okay, another word for problem is variable. Now here we are talking about state objectives. If you see, so there is nothing problem and variable. There is no connection of this option with the given statement. All the above, now we know that statement number 2 is obviously wrong. It is not correct. So this all the above option gets cancelled. So now here one confusion you got is, what is this pinpointed? And that's option is the correct option. Now it means that objectives of the research are to be pinpointed. It means objectives have to identify with great accuracy, and that is the first acronym of SMART, that is specific. So that it has to have a great accuracy when you are specifying the research objectives. That's the reason we always tell that whenever you do a research, your objectives has to be specific. And here the option number 1 gets correct. Now please remember, those who have given me the option number D, most of you did it. I don't know why, on what basis. Please try to understand, objectives, research objectives are always in statement form. The option number 3 has no relation with the given question, and hence option number 4 stands to be wrong, and the correct option is option number A. But here the pinpointed, it means it has to be accurate. It means it has to be specific. So please be careful in such type of statements. It can put you in fix and can help you to reduce your marks. So just be careful. Okay. Now coming to question number 2. Now question number 2 talks about the important prerequisites, that is the prior things, prior condition you can say, of a researcher in sciences, social sciences and humanities. So if a researcher is dealing with this, what exactly is the prerequisites? Like for example, laboratory skills, record, supervisor or the topic, supervisor topic, critical analysis or the patients, archives, supervisor topic, flexibility in thinking, topic, supervisor, good temperament, and preconceived notions. Again, now this little bit seems, confusing, but read it carefully. Let it be wrong, but ensure that you are at least understanding the statements. Expand smart. Shamina, okay, I'll just give you all the acronyms over here. SMART objectives in research, it means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. That is the expansion of the acronym SMART. Is it clear? If you want me to repeat it again, I'll do that. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Fine? Okay. Question number 2, everyone, I hope you're reading it and you're trying to come up with proper answer. Okay. When you're reading the question, everyone, read it from research point of view. It's very clearly given the prerequisites of researcher. It means research is, you don't understand science, social science, humanities, but think that whatever research has been done by the researcher, it's from the research point of view. So from research point of view, which of the options stands to be correct? Some silly mistakes you people are doing, so be careful. I guess this answer is little bit, okay, some have started answering. See, when you don't know, you give the option, but you try to say that you have given it from the understanding. And if you don't know, when I'm explaining, understand it very clearly. Okay, let's see all the confusion over here. This question, I think students have not understood because all the options are completely different. Let's go it one by one. The right option here, the important prerequisites, as I said, prerequisites of research, that is a prior condition for a researcher in science, social science, and humanities are what? So those are something which are related to the supervisor, that is the guide, the topic, the critical analysis, and the patients. Now see why the other option stands to be wrong. So if I go with elimination round, okay, for example, option number D, those who said option number D. Now what is given in option number D? That D talks about topic, no doubt, it's correct. Supervisor, good temperament, okay, preconceived notion. Now preconceived notion, it means the opinion is already formed. If you have already formed the opinion, why will you go for research? In research, you are going to test the things. No, it is not that is what is formed. We just put an assumption. We do not make a opinion. So this is definitely not going to be a right answer. Okay. Now, when we talk about option number C, that is archives, that is nothing but historical document, supervisor, topic, and flexibility in thinking. Now see, when we talk about research, we have to be very sure with certain things. We can't have flexibility. Flexibility is required, but not at this level. I mean to say, as in prior condition. Prior condition is not, flexibility is not one of the prior condition. Okay, otherwise you will not come to a general, I mean to say, you will not come to a conclusion in order to go with a topic. So flexibility is not required as a prior condition. Again, this option stands to be false. Then if you go to option number A, now option number A talk about laboratory skills, records, supervisor, and topic. Now you feel that option number A is right. Okay, let's assume you feel option number A is right. But against that, if you see option number B, where we are talking about supervisor, topic, and we are talking about critical analysis, which is an important part of research along with patients. And these are the two important things which are must in a research. So researcher need to have a patience, researcher need to have a critical analysis. So if you compare option number 1 and 2, the best option is about what? The best option which is correct to the question is that is option number B. Now flexibility in thinking, Kavita, when we are talking about research in any field, now here they have just confused you by giving science, social science, you take any field, you're doing research in any field, okay, you need to have a specific aim, that is your objective, your aim, and your scope of research should be a specific. you can think flexibility wise, but it is not a prior condition, because if you keep lot of flexibility, you will definitely not come to a decision, and which will make, which will delay your aim, which will delay your objectives, and your old research project will be delayed. So flexibility is required, but not as a prior condition in research. Is it clear? Supervisor means, Parth, whatever doubt you have, just put it in the chat box. Shreya, here supervisor, it means the guide, okay, the research guide, under whose observation or under whose guidance, or assistance, you are doing a research. Is it clear? It is very critical in order to understand the question if you go too deep, but you just focus on few points which are important. When you are doing a research, a topic is important, a guide is important, along with your critical analysis and patience, which is a must in research. Is it clear? Okay. Parth, you raised your hand. If you can put your question also, it will be great. Meanwhile, we are moving towards the question number 3. Okay. Authenticity of research finding is what? Authenticity, okay, authenticity of research findings. Now please read the question very carefully. Authenticity of research finding is what? Is it originality? Is it validity? Is it objectivity? Or is it all the above? So what does it indicate? Okay. Everyone, I hope you are reading the question. I'm just waiting for everyone to answer. We have done authenticity yesterday also. Uh, 3D. Okay. If you this question was done, if you remember, that's the reason I said read the question carefully. This question was there yesterday also, with the question as the characteristics which are a part of research. Now here everyone has voted for option number D. The question is not asking you any characteristics. Read it very carefully. Here they are talking about, authenticity of a research finding. It means that if you want to go for a research finding, or what does authenticity in research finding indicates, okay, that is the meaning of the question. Everyone has said all the above, but the question is neither asking you the features or the characteristics of research. If that is the question, the right answer will be all the above. Here the question is twisted. Be careful. In research finding, what does authenticity indicates? Is it indicates originality? Is it indicates validity? Or is it tells about objectivity? What does it tells? Okay. Now yes. Now here if you see the meaning of authenticity. Now those who have given the answer as A. So the meaning of authenticity is originality. Okay. But I don't want meaning. I want the meaning. I want what exactly is authenticity in research finding. So when we talk about this statement, okay, it is something which implies. Now listen to my explanation. Swaraj, you will get your answer. Listens to my explanation first. So when I'm talking about authenticity in research finding, okay, it means that whenever you conduct a research, now listen very carefully. Whenever you conduct a research and whenever you evaluate your research, okay, it should match with what? It should match with your objectives. It means that if I'm talking about authenticity of research finding, it refers to objectivity. It means if you like Swaraj has asked about copyright, okay, but it means here when we find a research findings, I mean when you're talking about the research findings, how you will understand your research findings are authenticate. It has to solve or it has to achieve the objective which you have stated at the start of the research, and that's the reason authenticity of research finding is nothing but objectivity. Is it clear? Okay, I hope you people are not see, as I said, your questions, this is what habit you have to break. Okay, everyone, Lakshman, see, valid, that is about data. Validity talks about your data. It does not talks about whatever data. Now, like for example, if your data itself is not valid, okay, and still you are doing some manipulation, and then you're coming to what you're coming to objectivity, but then that will not prove authenticity. Authenticity should be proved that whatever research objectives you have framed have achieved. So that depends upon what? It depends upon objectivity. I hope you have understood. Okay, now yes, I was talking about, I was talking about your way of reading the question. Okay, now still, I mean to say, again, one more student has said that validity in that case. Rupali, I guess, yes, it's you, no? Now see, again, I'll explain you. When you talk about validity, in research, it refers like, the accurate method of, I mean to say, accurate method with respect to your data collection. So if that is valid or not, but then if any manipulation you have done, then it turns to be valid. So authenticity is not that, it is basically the objective which you have framed at the start of the research. I hope it is clear now with everyone. Okay, yes. Now please try to understand one thing. That's what. Okay, Revati, I'll come to you once again. Just a minute. Okay, see, whenever you are reading, this is what you have to. Maybe you may not like to listen what I'm saying, but 5 minutes, listen it carefully. In net examination, this is the skill. Unless and until you do 1000, you do 5000, or you do 10,000 MCQs, and still if you say that you have not cracked your net examination, because you are not learning the skills of observing the question and coming to the answer. You are just being haste, just to solve your paper in that limited amount of time, which is good. It is time bound, but it is not either effective. It may be effective because you have sorted your paper within the time bound, but it is not at all efficient. Please try to understand. So this is how you need to understand each and every question and then come to an answer. Revati, in research finding, what is authenticity? It means that you need to understand whether your research finding is authenticate or not. For that, it is important that it relates to what your objectivity. It means the framed objectives are being, you are able to relate your research findings with the objective of the research which you have set. Is it clear? Okay, now let's go to question number 4. Validity means accurate results. Accurate, Lakshman. Okay, fine. Now, here also little bit you will get confused, but again I'm telling, read the question very carefully. The research that applies the laws at the time of field study to draw more and more clear ideas about the problem. It is very clearly stated in the question. So do not jump, read it 5 times if you want, or 10 times. The research that applies the laws at the time of field study to draw more and more clear ideas about the problem will be called as applied research, will be called as action research, will be called as experimental research, or will be called as none of the above. So when you are applying the law with respect to field study to draw a clear idea about the problem, so what it will be known as? Okay, waiting for the answers, everyone. Swaraj, just read the question carefully. Silly mistakes everyone is doing. Lakshman, read the the reason I said you students will get confused, but if you read the question carefully, you should not get any confusion. Okay, waiting for everyone to reply so that I can go ahead. See, this is again here, one word they saw, and based on that they are, they have answered. Some old students have also done mistakes. Some students who are careful have also done mistake. Now when you read the question, now see the answer. When you read the question, how you read, The research that applies. It means, it applies the law. It means it is applied research. But did you read the second half of the question? What is given in the second half of the question? You read only this part of the question and you answered. But in the second half, if you see, the research that applies the law. Now this is given to confuse you, but the second part tells that the time of field study. Okay, it means, wherein the observation is taken into place, wherein in order to draw the conclusion, and that is with the help of what? With the help of experimental research. Please be careful. Again, the same mistake you people did. The first half you came up with applied research, which is wrong answer. It is not talking about the research that applies the laws. Okay, with respect to practical or application. It is talking about field study. So in field study, observation or experiment has to be conducted, which results into what? Which results into experimental research. I am requesting you everyone to utilize your time productively again and again, because drastic mistakes are happening, in spite of I giving you certain hint. So be careful everyone. This is, we are going to keep Maha Marathon also, but I may take 5,000 questions practice also, but coming up to the right answer is the intention. Okay, now going to question number 5. Now question number 5 is in front of you. Manipulation is always a part of which research? Whether it is historical, whether it is fundamental, whether it is descriptive, or whether it is experimental research. Manipulation is a part of which type of research? Either it is historical, fundamental, descriptive, experimental. Nisha, no problem. I didn't see you from last 2-3 days. Maybe you were absent for the class. It's okay. You can continue from this question. No issues. Okay. No, see, it's not about being sorry, anyone. It's learning phase, but every time we have to improve. That's all what I wanted to convey. Okay, manipulation, yes, we have started getting answer. Manipulation is a part of what? Okay, I'm just waiting for everyone to answer, because there are hardly 4-5 answers only. Lakshman, I hope you got your mistake, because I was about to tell you, you have answered descriptive first. Okay, I hope you have understood. Now see, when you talk about, yes, no doubt the right answer is experimental, but listen, now when we talk about manipulation, it is nothing but it talks about, allowing the independent variable to explore the cause and effect relationship. If you remember, we have studied under experimental, it is cause and effect relationship. So in order to get the effect as per, the way, it is important that there has to be certain manipulation which is, done, or it is always a part of experimental research. Now, no, Shreya, see, historical, where we go on the past events which cannot be manipulated, which is already which are there, we need to only come up with a generalization based on that. Fundamental research is a basic research, a pure research you can say, which is based on principles and theories. Descriptive research, now see, under descriptive research, it is an experiences which has been narrated or described by an individual or a group, you can say, wherein you can't do any manipulation. What has been described has to be a part of your research. You can't come up with, any manipulation. So, in such case, manipulation, now we have proved that manipulation is only a part of experimental research. Kamlesh ji, I am extremely sorry, this class is only in English. Okay, so I am extremely sorry for that, because this is from day one, it is said that this particular class of 9 p.m. is exclusively in English. Okay, fine. Now, coming to question number 6. As I said, we have more of, research questions today based on the types and methods. Now, question number 6, the research which is exploring new facts through the study of the past is called as what? Here the hint is given very clearly in the question only. I don't have to emphasize on any particular word. The research which is exploring new facts, means it comes up with a new facts, but explore the new facts. on the basis of past study is called as what? Is it philosophical? Is it historical? Is it mythological? Or is it content analysis? Sixth one, yeah, I'm talking about sixth one. Okay, sixth. Annapurna saying you again after a long time. A sixth one, every three students, are little bit wrong. Rest of them are going properly. Lakshman, what went wrong over? See, the research which is exploring facts, okay, it's bringing out something new, but based on what, or with an through the study which is done in the past. So no doubt it is your historical research. Now when you say mythological research, it is something which should talk about the practices or beliefs related to the tradition or the culture. So which is not, it is past, but here they have not identified what past, whether it is past culture or past tradition or past something related to the myths. So that is not given, or belief. If that is given, then your answer was right, but here just said about past, which indicates the historical research. So right answer, otherwise students will get confused. Right answer here is your historical research. Okay, fine. Let's go to question number 7. No problem, Shelly. You can start now from wherever you have joined. Okay. Now read it very carefully again. If a researcher conducts a research, so a researcher is conducting a research on finding out the administrative style which contributes to the institutional effectiveness. So this can be an example of what? So this can be an example of basic research. It can be an example of action research. It can be an example of applied research, or it can be an example from none of the above. So what? Read the question very carefully. If you want, I will also read it again for you. A researcher is doing a research. We know that. Now what is the research? To find out the administrative style which contributes more to the institutional effectiveness. So it is what? Okay, fine. Now those who are giving those answers, whoever student it is, I'm not taking the individual name of any student, just justify your answer. I mean to say, in your own mind, for your own self. Now if I'm talking about, now see, obviously B will be right. Okay, let's see what will be right and what will be wrong. Now when we talk about the given example, which administrative style will contribute to the institutional effectiveness? So none of you has marked basic research because it is not following any principle or theory. So this is not a right option. Okay, none of the above is not a right option because there is some. Now there is a confusion between option number B and option number C. Now those who said that whether it is option number C, action research. So if you see action research, that is something which is immediate response, and action is taken. Now you tell me from the given example where you found that the action is taken. What is the question? And administrative style, it means that if you read the question properly, which administrative style applies to the institutional effectiveness. Okay, so if you see the answer is applied research. Where is the action noted over here? You know what is the meaning of action? A prompt, immediate, things which are taken into consideration, that calls about action research. But where here action research, there is no action. It is something which is applied rule, that okay, this particular administrative style when applied will contribute for the effectiveness. So the answer is very clear. Effect will be action. Which effect? Your effectiveness, it means the one which is not that effect. Your effectiveness, it means which works out best for the institution. That is the meaning of the question. I hope you have clear with the meaning. Okay, now let's go to question number 8. Now we have done this. I hope this comes right from every end of the student. Ex post facto research. It means they have given you the options. The research which is carried out after the incident, the research which is carried out prior to the incident. We have done this yesterday. Exclusively this topic we have done. The research which is carried out along with the happening of incident, or the research which is carried out keeping in mind the possibility of the incident. So which is the ex post facto research means? Okay, waiting for everyone's answer. The student with the name of I hope you have understood your mistake and you understood what exactly the thing will be. Shelly, Gautami, it's question number 8. 11, where you saw this 11? Okay, sorry, you are fine. So yes, ex post facto, good, very good. Ex post facto research, it means a research which is carried out after the incident. That is option number A. Okay, we have started this yesterday. Okay, very well. So one which is carried out after the incident is the ex post facto research. Fine. Moving towards question number 9 now. Question number 9 again. Now this is one of the favorite question of UGC with the favorite word. Okay. Which of the following research types focuses on ameliorating the prevailing situation? Whether it is fundamental research, whether it is applied research, whether it is action research, or whether it is experimental research. Annavarna C. What for earlier option, which question you are dealing with? So write the question number so that it becomes easier for me to understand. 9th, okay, we have started getting 9th answer from students, others also. Okay, Rupali, read the question very well. As I said, this is one of the favorite question of the UGC, not question, a word, a term, key term. Others, I'm waiting for the answer. Hardly 2-3 answers I've got. Okay, so if you see the question, which of the following research types focuses on ameliorating, it is nothing but improvement, progress. So that indicates what, to improve, it means obviously to take an action and then to go to find out the issue and then to improve or to progress. So that is what action research. Now, not in this 2019 this word was again there, but not in the latest cycle. Okay, but prior to that, almost after every periodic interval, this question is used. I mean, the action research key term is used, ameliorating, that is to improve. So ameliorating, it means to improve, to progress, to to develop, and that is with the help of which research? Which is with the help of action research. Is it clear, Shamina and Swaraja? I have given you the meaning of the word also. And this word, please keep in mind, because this is a key word for this action research question. Fine? Okay. So let's go to question number 10. Now, yes. In which of the following steps of research? Now, yes, as I said, my voice is fluctuating. You are the only one who said... for others also it is fluctuating. It never happens on my end. Just check your internet connection. Others, anyone is having complaint about the voice from my end? Just let me know. Okay, so going to question number 10. In which of the following steps of research is the scope? My voice is fluctuating, but everything is proper, because just now you people said, let's see, maybe, but everything is connection and everything is proper, so I don't think so there should be a problem. Now let's see for another 5 minutes. In which of the following steps of research is the scope for creativity and imagination is utmost? Okay, so whether it is identifying the research problem, whether it is figuring out the related studies, whether it is identifying the variables and hypothesis, or data analysis and presentation of results. Yeah. Maybe those who are having complaints with voice, no, it should be everyone. So hardly 2-3 students. In case if you have, just check your internet connection at your end, because otherwise everyone would have complained about it. Okay, yes, students are answering also. Yes, so in which step can you use your creativity and imagination to the most when you talk about the research steps? Okay, I'm waiting for everyone to answer. Okay, fine. So let's see now. Again, the mixed answers are coming over here. So when we talk about research steps, first of all, let's see the research steps. Okay, formulating a problem, that is research problem. Identifying a problem, you can say. Listing the literature review or literature survey. Formulating hypothesis. Preparing the research design, collection of data, analyzing the data, and interpret and report the data. Okay, now these are the nominal steps which are followed in research process. Now what was the question and what was the answer? Just let me explain you the thing properly, and let us come to the proper understanding. Now see, in which of the following steps can you use your creativity and imagination? Now, identifying the research problem and denying it, it means, like research problem, if you remember, research problem should be something which is realistic based, or something which is, which will help the society. So you can't do any creativity. Whatever the problem is, okay, the problem has to be reported the way it is. No creativity will be implemented in your problem area. Why? Because you can't make it something better and give. That is the problem. You have to face the reality, and that's how you are going to work on your research topic. So there is no scope of creativity over here. Now, figuring out related studies and techniques by other researcher. Now, figuring out, it means that, in fact, when you read the literature review, you understand that why you are reading the literature review, so that you get a clarity in order to pick up which questions or which areas which are untouched. So there is no creativity over here, because you have to go with the factual information. Now, data analysis and presentation of result, again there is no creativity, because whatever information you have got, whatever data you have collected, you have to present the data the same form, in the form of interpretation and analysis. There is no scope of creativity. Now, you can only put your creativity in identifying the variables. Now, whether you can make your research more, easier, whether you can make it complex but easy to understand, and hypothesis framing. So there you can show your creativity with the help of negative statement, positive statement, what type of impact or what type of variables to add, how many variables to add, and make it easier for the other audiences or people to read. That's how you can show your creativity. Okay, so the creativity will be only in the variables identification and hypothesis. Rest of the things are very factual, very straight, where you can't show anything. Is it clear? Now, question number 11. Now again, question number 11 is an example. Yesterday also we saw one of the example to identify dependent variable and independent variable. Now let's see here what is the example. Now be careful. Don't jump to a conclusion immediately. Read it fully. A study by researcher to depict the reality situation. So a researcher wants to depict, means wants to come up with a reality situation which is relating to the home condition of the students and hostel facility. Means the home condition and hostel facilities are compared, which are provided to students. So which of the research format will be helpful for a researcher to come up with a conclusion? Whether it is an experimental research, whether it is a descriptive research, whether it is observation of the participant, or whether it is ethnographic research. So which research will be, research format will best fit for the given? I hope now everyone's doubt. Okay, Rupali, now the voice is clear. I hope the same is with Lakshman and who else was Shreya? Oh no, Shreya said no. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm just waiting for everyone to come up with the answer. Okay, now see over here there is a confusion between two options. Okay, that is the students have marked as A also and C also. Now obviously if you read the question, it is not the descriptive research. Why? Because there is no individual sharing of experience, and it is not an ethnographic research because I mean to say a group or culture is not studied. Okay, so if you see the options given below and the question, B, I have already told Mohammed B is not the right answer. Yes, wait, I'm seeing everyone's answer, but I'll come up with the question and write also. See here, a researcher want to bring up the reality or a comparison between a hostel facility and home facility. Okay, so for that, it is very important. You said that it is an experiment, but even if it is an experiment, unless and until the participant are observed, how can a person can come to a research conclusion? Okay, so it means that in this particular option or this particular, as per the given example, the right answer will be your participant observation based research. It means that if a researcher wants to come up with the conclusion of comparative analysis between the home and the hostel facility, it is very important that the participant has to be observed what is or maybe they have to what exactly was the condition at their home place and the facility given in the hostel, and then come up with or depict the conclusion. So first, if you compare experimental and participant, the first thing is observation, and then only certain type of experiments will be done to come to a conclusion. Is it clear? See, yes, there were some students who gave answer A also, so I just clarified that. Majority of them came up with right answer. Fine. Okay, Stamina, no issues. You can just see the questions. I hope that is important. Coming to question number 12. Why does a researcher write a research proposal at the start of the study? We have done this research proposal. Why does a researcher write a research proposal? Now, research proposal is nothing but a written document. Everyone is aware. Why it is written? To make sure that they have not left a part of study, so that they can advertise the people who take part in the study. They will not forget what they are doing during the study, or to apply ethical approval and permission to assess the participants or the source of data. So what does the research proposal, okay, or why research proposal is, has to be written at the start of the study? What does it indicates? Yes, I'm just waiting for everyone's answer. See, I have understood, I mean to say the way the things are going, no? Don't worry, I have understood what I have to take in the crash course also very well. But still, you have to little bit self-study also is required for this unit. Okay, very good. Jairam, read properly. We do not write the research proposal for, we write the research proposal first of all ethically, that the topic is approved, the research is approved. You can gain the access to the participants, that is respondents, and to you can collect the source of data, the primary source of data or secondary, depending upon what is your research. Okay, so research proposal does not talks about anything which is left out, does not talks about any advertisement, does not talks about any checklist. It only talks about the ethical approval and the permission to get the respondents, in order to get the research, their research questionnaire or research interview to be done, depending upon what the topic they have selected. Okay, so research proposal gives ethical permission and accessibility. Okay, fine. Now, question number 13, everyone. Which of the following statement describe hypothesis? Now, here they are asking you the meaning of hypothesis. Okay, so hypothesis is the theory that underpins the study. It is a statement that the researcher wants to test through the data collected, a research question that the results will answer, or a statistical method for calculating the results would have happened by chance. So what is hypothesis? The actual question is, what is the meaning of hypothesis from the given options? So let me see how many of you are able to do it correctly. I have just simplified the question for you people. Okay, we have started getting answers. Good, everyone. Shrinu, you have given answer for 12th, I guess. Okay, Lakshman has started with 13th question. Okay, everyone. Okay. Fine. So very good. So in research, hypothesis is nothing but a tentative statement that helps the researcher to test through the data collected. I mean to say, a statement that the researcher wants to test, okay, with the help of data collected. Very good. Almost everyone has given a right answer. Yes. Okay. Now coming to question number 14. Okay. This question I did yesterday, but today I've brought in different way. Let's see how many of you are able to answer it. Yesterday this was the first question. Why do we need to review the existing literature? It means literature review. Why is literature review important? Because you enjoy reading the academic research, because without it you could never reach the required word count to find out what is already known about your area of research, or to make sure that you have a long list of references. So what is the need for the existing literature review? Why you need to go for literature review? Okay, those who have listened to my explanation yesterday will definitely able to answer this question correctly. Okay, students have started answering. I hope my voice is very clear now. Okay. Very good. Shrinu, Shrinu, I think that is your B answer is for question number 13. Okay. So yes, very good. In order to review the literature, it's only with an idea that you know what is done, and you get more knowledge about to find out what is already done in your area of interest, so that what is not done or what is untouched, you can go with that. Okay, very good. I means you remember what we have done. Okay, now before going to the next question, now let me tell you that research marathon, research Maha Marathon, I'm planning on Monday. Okay, now see, tomorrow is Thursday, so tomorrow the lecture is only for the subscribers. Okay, now Friday and Saturday, okay, Friday and Saturday, Zeba ma'am will do you the practice of previous year question papers of research. So do attend the lectures of Friday and Saturday, so that Sunday you will get time to prepare, and Monday we will keep Maha Marathon. Okay, wherein you have to ensure that you are scoring well. You still have 4 days to prepare yourself. Even if you capture some part of research aptitude properly, you are very confident about that, so you know what is left out in order to go ahead. So ensure that Friday, Saturday lecture you are attending well, and subscribers are attending tomorrow's lecture also. Sunday you get time to Shelly, I am not going to take marathon on Tuesday, because if you remember, I am coming up with a crash course for teaching aptitude. So that crash course is in one go for teaching aptitude, which will be on an average for 1.5 hours or 2 hours. That I am planning to take it on Wednesday, so I need some time to prepare it for Tuesday. Okay, Monday, where are you? You are on leave. You can see the marathon. It will be available on YouTube. You can see it. So because I need a time to prepare for that crash course of teaching aptitude. So everyone ensure that teaching aptitude, anyone is left out with teaching aptitude, do not miss the crash course. Everything in a different way. I have made a different strategy, so that you remember things very well. And it is in one go, like 1.5 hours or 2 hours continuously it will be, and you will be assured that your teaching aptitude is done in the best possible form. Okay, no, marathon this time is open for everyone. It is on Monday, it will be open for everyone. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's, Shelly, I'm extremely sorry for that because I've already set my timetable with this all. Okay, so let's go to the 15th question now. This question I have taken from yesterday's last question only. I hope you remember this. The sample is a subset of what? Sample has been drawn from what? From the data, from the group, from the population, on from the distribution. Gautami, timing will be, yes, timing will be 9 p.m. Monday, I hope you're asking about, right? Timing will be 9 p.m. Marathon will be for everyone, Neelam. Everyone on Monday. Mohammed, have you paid what, that 80 rupees accessibility? Have you paid that? I will send your details to the ma'am, Zeba ma'am, and let me find out what is the issue with you. Okay. Yes, very good everyone. The sample is a subset of population. Yes, so we draw the sample from the population. So it is, sample is nothing but a subset of what? It is a subset of population. Yes. Is it clear? Okay. And Deepa, are you there? Deepa, your doubt was there with reference to, wait a minute, yesterday's question on the app. So the right answer yesterday was no, the census, Deepa, census has been collected after 10 years. So it is not basically the primary. In that, if you see the question, no, newspaper reports the happenings, immediately. That is what the source of primary data. That is the question. In Mahamarathon, I will add that the question. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, Gautami, the crash course for teaching aptitude will be for everyone. You have paid for 3 months and still you are not getting accessibility, Mohammed. Okay, I will just put your details to ma'am. Let me understand. Okay. Very good, Swaraj. You have reminded me for the marks. Okay. Yeah, no, Gautami, timing for crash course will not be 9 p.m. I will change the timing because, it will go to late night. It's 2 hours then. Okay. 15th question, Shreya. That is sample, no? Sample. See, we have population and we take out the sample from that. Like your population is 10,000, but out of 10,000 only 600 people have, responded. So 1000 was your population and out of it 600 is the respondent, that is a sample. So sample is the subset. It means it comes out of what? It comes out of population. Is it clear? Okay, scores everyone, just put it very well. Kavita, question number 7. Shreya, I have explained your question. Just let me know whether you have understood or not. Paper 2, I hope paper 2 management, everyone. Management, Deepa, you are there for management. See, one video has came and all the links are there. One more will come after some time, or maybe tomorrow after 12 o'clock. So now I am regular with management videos. So don't worry, you can start with your preparation for paper 2. Gautami, yes, I will tell you the crash course timing by Monday. On Monday, we will finalize it. Okay. Kavita, question number 7. What was that? Let me check out. Deepa, I hope you are there. That answer also, I have answered your doubt. And I have answered you for the management also. Okay. Kavita, here the question was, the researcher is finding out that which administrative style will bring more effectiveness in the organization or institution. Okay, so which style will applied can bring effectiveness. So that is what the applied research. Okay, not basic research, not action, because we are not talking about improvement, we are talking about effectiveness. Okay, fine. I think Deepa has left, so I'll just, I know silly mistakes many of them have done, but still don't worry, we have time to improve. Okay, fine. So see you everyone soon with marathon and the remaining classes also. Friday, Saturday, don't forget to attend the previous year question paper set, and Monday we will go for the marathon. Okay. Good night everyone, and see you soon in the next class.